Live.
Go.
We're going live. We're going live. We're live.
Go to the Dunkin' Donuts.
Go.
Who pulled this fucking dusty blues brother out of the dumpster?
Who?
Oh,
Flying
yeah.
Melon Witless?
He looks like blind Freddy Krueger.
Hello.
What'd you do?
Hello.
Get a hold of one of your Kara sunglasses?
I don't have a carer today, so if I'm a little off my game, that's why I'm not
Oh
being
my God!
emotionally and spiritually supported.
He had to wash his own ass today. The harbor.
He looks
Yeah.
like a Muppet that would play the saxophone.
Yes.
Speaking of washing your own ass, so you did shit yourself last week on the show, John, or you?
No, very close.
He was really close.
Very close. Oh my God! It was
Those are the
horrible.
worst.
I was halfway through the show. I was checked out. Here he comes. There he is.
So you were checked out because you were concentrating so much on the not shitting.
Concentrate. I just hold your cheeks together. Do not shit yourself on the show.
It's the worst.
Oh,
You start
hey,
Hey, you
sweating.
would have never lived that down.
Yeah.
Oh, I would never told you. I would have just sat here and sat in shit in silence and shame. That's what I would have done. You guys would have never known.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
Yes,
so
sir.
you did shit yourself and you're just not telling us.
Well, never. It's true. You never know. I could have.
Can you turn up a cunt
Mystery.
hair, Randy?
Yeah, you want me to turn up a little bit?
Yeah,
Just
man.
a scotch.
The mystery.
What up, bitch?
Good.
Yeah, how's
Duchess
that?
is in the house.
Is that any better?
That's
Yes.
better. Way
Yes, sir.
better.
A lot better, sir.
All right. Well, how you gentlemen doing? Goddamn. Hell,
We're
you
not
look
doing-
sexy.
All right. It's been a while. It's been a minute, Uncle Randy.
Yes, it
Randall.
has, son. Hell,
Glad
Uncle
you're here.
Randy's a busy man. Goddamn. Hell,
We're
he's
going to
in
find out
demand.
all about that.
All
All right. So why don't we start the show? Devin, do you want to do the intro?
Go take it away, John.
Ah, there we go. That's what I thought.
Can I say one thing right quick?
Sure, you can.
Hey, Randall, you're on the Roadcaster, right?
No, I'm on the Zoom.
Are you solo audio? Can you record your end, or are you
Yeah,
just
I can
calling in?
record. Yeah, I can
All right,
record.
dude. Hit record.
That'd be good. Go ahead and start
Alright.
your just a solo for you, and then we can put it in. That's true.
Alright.
Yeah, who done it? That's the real question here tonight, fellas. Thank you, Boomer Bob. Said it looks like a rape suspect police lineup.
That's good.
If it was
Bob's
a
always
black
been
la-
funnier
if it
in the
was a-
chat.
If it was a black lady, then it wasn't John. We can exclude him.
Correct.
Probably put Devin as the
Yeah,
the
no,
suspect.
I'm the prime suspect.
For sure.
What do you think? I don't find women of African descent attractive?
I've just 100% swore off white women.
And they are so happy right now. All right. I'll just get into it. Welcome, everybody, to the Rubberneckers podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, John. I will introduce the Rubberneckers. We have Dave at the top trying to look cool. Devin to the right of me trying to look cool. Jody with a new camera. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. A friend, a fellow podcaster, the man, the myth, the legend, Uncle Randy. How's it going, Randall?
It's going great, sir.
You just
Good to see you sons of bitches again. Hell, it's been a minute. Goddamn.
you
And
just
I
straight
wanna
up throw one
apologize.
back.
Uncle Randy's become a little bit of a celebrity, goddamn, and maybe I've forgotten my friends a little bit. So I'm glad I've come back here. And
Slumming.
thank you, boys, for having me.
Now, we obviously all know who you are, Uncle Randy, but for those few people in the world that don't,
And Devin.
What-
Yeah,
What-
and me.
3 words would best describe you.
Hell, Uncle Randy's a fighter, sons. He likes to fight, fuck, and eat steak. And that's what I do. Goddamn, it's what I'm
Fight,
trained.
fuck, those 3 words. Fight,
Yeah.
fuck, eat steak.
Hey, Dave, can I pinch hit?
Yes,
Steak, weights, pussy.
Yep,
Those are 3 things.
that's good.
That's it.
that's it.
Lift weights, take, crush pussy.
No, he is a pussy. I'm just saying.
I'm
His-
sorry.
All that work goes into that, so nobody fucks with him.
I
He's a
noticed how
teddy
you
bear.
say that 3 or 4 states away from him. I noticed that how that goes. But to be honest with you, Uncle Randy is a pussycat. He is a very kind gentleman. And the way that I found Uncle Randy was he has a podcast with his lovely wife Brooke, Married AF, And now you're doing. What else are you doing now? You're doing something else.
Yeah, I've got married AF, still doing that with the wife, sons. Hell, she's still kicking ass, much better than me at this shit. Still coaching champions, son. Still building winners, coaching football. God damn, it's what I do, sons. I coach people, I make them better. When it comes to podcasts, I've got another show, sons, with Gary Lamb, who might be the biggest champion of them all, son. If you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's write that down or write this down, whatever the fuck you want to call it. We just help people win, sons. We help
Write
people
it down.
win.
Yeah. It's on the same feed, right? Like you guys are just putting it out on the same with your Married AF. Yeah. It's pretty good.
We're gonna get to that later because you got to separate those two feeds.
Hell yeah. No, it's okay. I'm doing it right now too. Don't listen to John. You don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, he can just never keep his stupid podcast advice to himself.
Yeah. Get all your content coming out of the same hole. That's what I like to say.
yes, that's exactly what everybody should do. Dumbest people in the world talking right now. Anyhow,
We're going to launch into the first segment. Well,
yeah, I am. You don't know about this, Dave, because I saved this. So Uncle Randy has gotten back and got closer to the Lord. He's going to church right now, and I'm all about that. Uncle Randy, Dave is a heathen. He doesn't believe in God. He's a godless man. What can you say to Dave that might make him see the light, see the Lord, make his way back to Jesus?
I mean, I am looking like a blues brother, and I mean, he went to church with what was it,
The
James
Penguin?
Brown? No, what's his? Who's the singer? Wait,
Aretha Franklin?
No, yeah, Aretha Franklin
Aretha
played the
Franklin.
preacher in Blues Brothers.
It's James Brown. Yeah.
Yes,
James
it's James Brown. Yeah, I've yet to have that moment.
Yeah, he's deflecting now
Uncle
because he
Randy.
doesn't want to hear the truth.
No, fuck that. Uncle Randy's on a
Yeah.
mission from
Yeah.
God, it looks like.
Listen, son, hell, that's not going to change till Dave decides he wants to change that, sons. And I respect that about Dave. Hell, Uncle Randy loves Dave. God damn, everybody knows that. But when it comes to the Lord, sons, Uncle Randy don't fuck around. Listen, you got to want it or you don't. Listen, there's only been one perfect man to walk this earth, and that was Jesus Christ. The rest of us are a bunch of cocksuckers in comparison, sons. And Uncle Randy's just willing to acknowledge that a little bit more at this stage in his life. Listen, Uncle Randy still fucks around. He's a sinner, goddamn. Listen to his mouth. He's a foul-mouthed son of a bitch, but he wins. And it just helps a little bit. So, yeah, I've been going to church a little bit, hell. But it's up to you. I'm not going to force any church down anybody's throat, sons. But Uncle Randy, listen, you might not know this. He's not a perfect man, sons. Almost, but not perfect.
So yeah, that's cool. But how do I pick the religion, or even the denomination?
You really don't
There's
need
so many
one.
to choose from.
You could roll a dice, flip a coin.
Oh,
maybe.
so I can do Devin. Oh, I'm not religious. I'm just the spiritual man. So I can do that.
Yes.
Sure.
that's
Is
Is
always
that what you want me to do?
That sounds
Does
like
that
some
make me a better
half in.
person?
That's some half in, half out bullshit. That's what hot chicks say. They're like, "Well, I don't really believe in God, but I'm special." Well, that's
It's
what I
also,
can't.
yeah, Dodie, it's also what Devin says. That's why
Yeah,
I put it
I
up. So
totally sound
thanks-
like that.
thanks
Fuck
for
off,
slam
Dave.
dunking it for me.
That was a pretty good Devin, if you ask me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I sound like.
Let me
It's like
tell
you don't want to
sons,
commit. You commit one way or the other,
Isn't-
man. Sometimes
isn't-
you got to be in or out.
Isn't being spiritual mean you fuck with like tarot cards and horoscopes and Harry Potter and bullshit?
No.
No, when you say
okay.
when a chick says she's spiritual, goddamn, you're gonna fuck that night. Just write that down. If she tells you she's spiritual, you're fucking, sons. That's a good
Yeah, but
thing.
what if you're incompatible star signs, Uncle Randy? She's a
Oh,
Sagittarius and you're a Capricorn.
Hell,
See, this
Uncle
is
Randy
your
doesn't know
Dave
nothing about that witchcraft, Dave. Hell, Uncle Randy don't have time to do that shit. Listen, I'm training people how to use guns, save their lives, goddamn, and be prepared for when the shit pops off soon. Hell,
Oh,
Putin's
yeah, I
over
think-
there fucking shit up, sons. It's time
I
to.
forget that
be ready.
American Jesus is gun toting.
Oh,
I,
that's
I forget.
right,
I
sons.
forget that part about Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus was strapped, sons. You didn't know that?
M16, son.
No, I'm pretty sure
American
if Jesus had a gun, it would be an AK-47, just because it would look cool as shit. He probably have like spikes coming out of the butts and shit.
Oh yeah, it fit with the times too. For all that sand around and shit, you got to have an AK-47, son. You need something that isn't going to jam. That's why they're so good. AKs will fire at all times.
Yeah, Israeli firearms, baby. Maybe he'd have double Desert Eagles, just two big 50 cals. The Lord and Savior, motherfucker. Blah blah blah.
How about
Yeah.
I believe in a mythological Jesus. Is that good enough? Or do
Dave,
I have to
anything-
literally believe in magic?
Dave, you believe whatever you want, bro. Whatever makes you happy is what Uncle Randy wants to do. Now, what I want to know though, are you prepared for a street fight? That's what Uncle Randy wants to prepare you for. because you got to be ready. Uncle Randy's 112, 0-1 in street fights. Just for the
I
what was
think
the tie?
I've got to get tougher carers to help me out.
Well, that's why you got
none of my carers are fighters, so
that's why you got. Yeah, you got to be strapped because a gun, a 45, a 9mm will it's a game changer.
Yeah,
Levels
it's
playing
really helped black people in America, all carrying around guns.
Some that are good shots, it does.
I'll tell you what, if they started throwing boomerangs, it'd be a lot harder to kill somebody.
But Randall, here I really have
back to my shut up, John. Back to my mythological.
Tell me to shut up. Fuck you. Don't tell me to shut up. You're flexing your big buddy of Uncle Randy here, but you ain't gonna tell me to shut up. You can ask me to be quiet, or John, I'm still talking.
John, can you
tell me to shut the fuck up? You shut the fuck up.
Now I feel like John's fucking showing out a little for
Now,
Randy. Because last week he could have told you to shut the fuck up and you wouldn't have said nothing.
No. He say I would like to continue or something. We were being civil. And I'd like that to continue. So I'm going to draw a line in the sand when he disrespects me. I'm going to come back over the top.
Now
it shows you all about civility.
If y'all don't mind, Uncle Randy would like to give Dave a somewhat legitimate answer to that question. And because I kind of danced around it, son. Hell, that's what Uncle Randy does. He's a winner.
I just got one more statement to make. And then you can continue.
Go ahead, Dave.
My mythological Jesus is a socialist.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Is it Bernie Sanders? Is that your Jesus?
Close.
All right.
Cool. I guess he's the closest thing to a real life Jesus.
AOC.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, no. I don't care who. I don't
shut up. Oh no, sorry. I mean, please be quiet.
There. See, now we're using manners. Go ahead, Randy.
Uncle Randy's never given a fuck about a few things about people, sons. I don't care who your God is or who you fuck at night or what you fuck at night. I don't give two shits, sons. I don't care what color they are, where they got tits, dicks, assholes, or butt fucks right in their mouth, son. So you can do any of that. I don't give a shit. It doesn't affect me. What happened with Uncle Randy, though, is it's actually pretty crazy. You know, I've got a teenage son who's coming of age, right? He's a 17-year-old man, looks 35, goddamn, because the testosterone that produced him, sons. It came from my ball sack. Grown man.
Devin, he looks like more of a man than you, and that's not shitting on you. Like he has more beard and way more muscles.
Yes,
but no, to be honest with your answer, he kind of started asking some legitimate questions. Kind of made me start looking, and the family kind of started asking about it. That's why we kind of started back to church for the legitimate answer. But I don't have all the answers, Dave. Hell, I wish I did, buddy. I'd give it to you straight up, but. It's tough out there, goddamn. You just keep on keeping on, Dave. I believe in you, goddamn.
All right. Do you want to know what my church is?
Oh, of course we do. We can't wait.
This show,
the Rubberneckers. It's blasphemy, but okay. All right. Can I ask my second question, David? Am I allowed, please?
Of course.
Okay. Proceed. All right. So, Randall, and this is a serious question. What do we have to do today with the young men today to make them men? Because they're not. They're basement sitting, video gaming pussies that can't even talk to a woman. Most of them are in Discord. Most of them I know personally.
Slam. Well,
what do we got to do?
With an alternative title for this segment, John.
Well, here's the thing about these younger kids, though, and I've said this too, though. Goddamn, they might be pussy sons, but they're going to be richer than we are. They're smart and they got shit to contribute too. Yes, they're raging pussies. Yes, they don't fuck very much, sons. They don't have any gain, goddamn. But but they're smarter than Uncle Randy by far. They're more tolerant. So I don't think the future is doomed. I just think it's going to be a bunch of pussies. So I kind of agree with you, John. But what they need is they need a street fight. Nobody fights anymore. Nobody's been punched in the face before, sons. Go get punched in the face. Go train at your local MMA gym and just get that smoke one time so you know you're not going to die. Get in a fist fight, sons. It'll solve a lot of your problems.
Is this how much can you know about yourself if you've never been in a fight?
It's a pretty good advice. You should get into a fight
once in your life is all I'm saying. Like
Tyler Durden.
You know you're not going to die from it. Listen, get punched in the face. It sucks. But then you start
Except
training.
For the people that do die from single punches.
Yeah. Well, have your buddies there to catch. That's the key.
bell curve.
Yes.
Very
Well,
few
if you
people
train
die.
at a controlled environment like an MMA gym, like I said, you'll be good. There'll be mats. You're not gonna
Yeah, then
fucking
it's
die.
even rarer that people die. It happens, but
Yeah.
incredibly rare.
Yeah.
So
the fact
The
so
alternative
rare.
title for the segment that I came up with was Uncle Randy helps Devin to get his shit together, and Devin promises that he won't cry this time.
Wow.
Listen,
But we
y'all,
thought maybe if it's delivered from a different person,
Oh yeah. Devin hasn't
It'll be
said too
more-
much. I think they should talk right now. Devin, go.
more palatable. Devin,
Yes.
Okay. This is going to be needed to be moderated a little bit. So,
Yeah,
Randy,
obviously.
let me just talk to you about Devin. Devin's got a lot of good qualities. He's a hard worker. He when he gets into something that he loves, he goes full bore. He goes to work. All right. He has a little bit of a drinking problem. What I mean by little, I mean a lot. And he's kind of stuck in a rut. He's 26 years old. He's kind of working the same job and everything. He wants to get into a better trade or something like that. But he's in a stall pattern right now.
Mhm.
And he kind of needs a helping hand, some fatherly advice to help him find a path on what to do.
Mhm.
So
before you launch into that, I'll read out this comment from Patriot Nick. Soft men create soft times. Soft times inevitably lead to hard times, creating hard men who crest soft men.
Oh, Nick
Who
watches
can't
Joe
fucking
Rogan too.
spell, Patriot Nick. Be hard. Be a hard, tough man and learn to fucking spell properly.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
hard right
Steve.
now.
It's ridiculous. No, but for I mean, hell, if Uncle Randy's going to give Kippy any advice, it'd be just for one, get outside, son. You're pale. We got to get you in the sun. The vitamin D is a real thing, Kippy, and I think it'll help you. I think that if we get you in a MMA gym, seriously, I'm not no
Oh,
bullshit.
no, that's
here,
a good
son.
idea, Devin. You could be a badass, dude.
Let Uncle Randy talk to you. Listen, they're going to give you all this shit because you're a smaller guy. Kippy, don't fuck. Dude, small guys got big dicks and can throw down. You just got to learn to throw straight punches.
That's
and
right.
I can help you with that. So if you need, if you're ever around, you're ever in Atlanta, son, I'll take you out in the bush. We'll train. I'll teach you how to use a firearm, sons. You'll be a fucking man in no time, Kippy, and you'll move right
covered.
along.
what was the last time you
It's your
punched
turn to
me?
talk.
That's one thing I know how to use is firearms.
Yeah,
Love
he lives in Michigan. He's aware of how to use a fucking
Oh.
gun.
Well, then I love that. Then he's already got he's not as bad as y'all are saying then.
No,
The man
I
can
don't
use
mean to say-
firearms.
Yeah, and listen, the man's got a hog. It's on the internet. Apparently, he's very proud of it. He shows it to everybody.
Well,
So he
Get him,
He's
Randy. Randy, he's got a gun and a big dick. Get him.
Well,
That's
I
why
could,
everybody's so mad.
yeah,
It's
I
it's
think
not so
that-
much, Randall. It's not so much that objectively his life is terrible. It's more subjective from his point of view. He wants more
Okay.
from his life,
Okay.
and he doesn't know how to do it.
Well, he needs to be challenged. God damn! I say this to my young champions. Listen, you need a challenge in your life. Hell, when Uncle Randy gets hard times, I say thank you. Good. I want the hard
Yes.
times, sons. You need to want those and grind through them, motherfuckers. Jody B's missing half his face, sons. He loved it. Loved it. Made him a winner.
He's not wrong.
I love having Parkinson's. It gives me just enough challenge that I need.
That's
Well,
a challenge for you to put on your fucking shoes, Dave. And you
Yeah,
managed
but
to pull
in-
that up.
In all seriousness, though, Dave, because you asked me a question and we haven't talked in a while. How are you doing with that legitimately?
Oh, not too bad.
He's lost about 5
Good.
miles off his fastball, Randy.
I've got fatter. Is that
Yeah.
is that because of the people I've been hanging around with? They've been a bad influence on me, or should I only hang around with skinny people?
No, listen, there's nothing wrong with
Like
fatties.
Devin?
Goddamn hell, fatties are fine.
Okay. I think my own church, the one I grew up in, I'm pretty sure they made overeating a sin,
It
and
definitely is.
speeding a sin as well. They
yeah.
added all these new things. I mean, gluttony historically has been a sin,
It is a
so
sin.
it's not a sin now.
No, it is a sin, sense. It's definitely a sin.
Oh, so can we rank the 7 deadly sins? Is gluttony the worst?
No, that depends on who you talk to, sons. That's over Uncle Randy's pay grade. I don't give a shit about anybody's sins. Goddamn, I got my own sins to deal with, sons. I don't care
Yeah.
about anybody else's baggage.
So Devin, either go sign up for a jujitsu class or maybe just go beat up some homeless guys and until you get a good record.
Jiu-jitsu is actually a great idea. That's not no bullshit there, Devin. Jiu-jitsu is a fantastic. I started my boys when they were 3 in jiu-jitsu, and it is a fantastic way to open up your eyes to a bunch of possibilities. And with your big dick and small frame, you'll be good at it. Trust me.
You could choke somebody
that
out
down.
with your cock, Devin. Or put them in a leg lock or an ankle pick.
So what do you think, Devin?
I think
Well-
your dick is your best feature, Devin. Can't you put it to more use? Or does your asexuality kind of put a stop to that?
Well, I already have more sex than you do, Dave.
Damn.
Okay. So
Got him.
And
why is it
I'm
a shot that
happy.
you're asexual? You should be proud that you're asexual.
Sounds like you're a bisexual.
Doesn't sound like he wasn't proud. He's just telling you that before you start talking about his sexuality,
Yeah.
you ought to check yourself about your sexuality. That's
He
all.
said, I be fucking Dave,
Yeah.
by the way.
When you be fucking, come talk to me about how I be.
Oh,
He said,
yeah,
don't
when
worry
I
about
be
my
fucking,
dick,
come
Dave.
talk to Devin about how he not be fucking. There's
Yeah.
still a stigma against asexuals.
Says who?
Well,
Why?
I got a question, sons.
Well, says
When is
Devin, he
Blunt
just fucking
Mommy
reacted
coming
for
on
no good
Rubberneckers?
reason.
Sons?
Oh, we've chased her away. We've chased Plump Mommy away.
Yeah.
She was on that podcast with those other 3 guys, the one guy in pigtails and the other 2. And
man.
Has anyone got that on this?
He doesn't know anything about that, Randy. We have something fun for the after show if you want to check that out. But we
Okay.
made somebody quit podcasting, basically.
I don't know. We
Lordy,
didn't.
sons.
They
We
were
didn't
already
make them.
on-
We didn't make them, but I think we helped a little.
Yeah,
after the
we
fact.
kind of helped it, as we do.
Yeah.
So before we get
Oh.
off of this, I want to Devin to have a chance to respond. I mean, what do you think about jujitsu? What do you think about doing something like that?
What do you think about a tie-in with the
Hey,
show?
just your fucking name, Devin. Shut the fuck up and let Devin answer for fucking one time.
Adding to it.
Jesus Christ. You
What do you
can't.
think what do you think
Why-
about
why-
a weekly challenge, Devin?
Oh,
The tie-in with the show.
little goals.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Will Devin be able to answer this question before you answer another question to change the topic?
No,
Or-
because you're talking now, John. Shut
No,
up.
I asked him 3 times to try to get him to answer Randy, and you won't shut the fuck up.
You're allowed to add. It's a free-flowing conversation.
You are fucking unbelievable. Devin.
No.
I just need
You're
to
the only
stop
one
being
that's
so
got the
lazy.
problem.
Yeah, step up. Jump in there, Devin. You got the talking stick now.
Like that's literally my problem. Is I'm just a lazy fuck.
Well, how do you fix
With
laziness, Randall?
Zero motivation.
It's tough. You listen. In all seriousness, goddamn hell, I'm just coaching away right here, sons. The only way to change laziness is to get a win. You need little wins. As much as Dave's, whether he's fucking around or not, I don't know, but he's right. Like little wins will build your way. Like I don't know how good you are with firearms, Devin. It's great that you like them and that you're trained in them and you know how to use them. I mean, even like an amateur tactical games or something you can get involved in. Get some little wins. Get out there, sons. Hell, you'll be fucking in no time. Goddamn, and I believe in you.
Yeah, weren't you going to use a firearm against one of your sister's partners, Devin?
Go
Go and do that.
Yeah, go and do that. Yeah, that's great advice. It wasn't my fault that he was putting hands on my sister. I had
So
to do
it-
something.
He deserved it. What did she do?
But see, if you were, if
Who
you were
knows? She's just
taking-
a psycho. So.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sure it wasn't unprovoked.
Oh, I
know
know.
you.
But again, if you were taking jujitsu or something like that, you wouldn't have to use the gun, unless
No,
you.
that was just a threat.
Oh, okay.
I mean, y'all may not have heard, but Kevin Holland, who's a UFC fighter, just disarmed a fucking gunman in a Houston restaurant this past weekend with his
Sure
jiu-jitsu.
did.
He
Yeah.
stopped a fucking restaurant shooting. So
Now, that's
suck me,
amazing.
sons.
Wow.
It's real
So
pain.
out of everybody else in here, I can say this safely. Depending on how close I was to said gunman, I probably would not have, in any situation, put myself in the position to try to attack a gunman.
I mean,
And even Kevin Holland doesn't recommend it. He even said, he's like, I don't recommend
Yeah.
you do that. But
9 out of 10 times, you're going to come away with a piercing. Don't do that.
Devin, so that's this week's challenge. It's called catching
What?
bullet.
Disarm a gunman?
Yeah, do that.
Catching bullet. See how you go with that.
all right, you can do that.
Learn some jujitsu.
Yeah, or you could do that, or you could go find a jiu-jitsu class to take. I'm sure they got beginner
Turn
classes.
into off-brand Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
Yes.
That's-
yes.
that's pretty good.
What's wrong with that?
It's actually fantastic.
Yeah,
I'm all in,
I'm
son.
with you on that.
Just pretend that Trinity was a black chick and you'll be good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Name. Juan Rick. Juan Wick. Let me get it clear there. My bad.
Yeah, that works.
Is this thing on?
Yeah,
Juan Wick. Fuck you guys.
It works. I realized because I listened back to last week, and there were some jokes that you make that I just don't hear on while we're recording.
I know.
It's like I've got to listen back and go, "Oh, that was funny."
Yeah. Sneaking them
Damn.
in. I make you think, guys.
Yes.
yes.
So I got a question though. Why did Dave? Why'd you shave the beard, sons? You had an exquisite beard. Goddamn.
Yeah, I got itchy.
He got crabs.
Wow. Is that the only? That's the straight up
Lice,
truth right
perhaps.
there. Just got itchy.
And I decided I was gender fluid, non-binary. So we decided my name is Thave now.
They've,
Not
yeah.
I thought we knew that. I thought that was like 2 years ago we learned that. I didn't know
Sure.
that was new.
We just gave
No,
him the name though not too long ago. They've. We've all been being really bad about not saying it too. I'm sorry, They've, for not respecting your pronouns.
Right.
So my physical strength does wildly fluctuate, and
Yeah.
I've been measuring it. So I've been measuring
Mhm.
my grip strength, which you want a
Mhm.
good grip for obvious reasons, so you can open jars, and so that you help your women out, the weaker sex physically. But I fluctuate so much that some days I've got man strength, and other days I've got women's strength.
Mhm.
So is that evidence that I'm gender fluid?
Well, it could be
No, it
evidence
sounds
of
like-
your Parkinson's.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds like you got a neurological issue, sons. Which
Yeah,
is
that's less interesting than I'm gender fluid. I
It
want to be
sounds
more
like
interesting,
Yeah.
so I can be a TikToker or something.
sounds like your fucking arms are failing you. If I know Uncle Randy, he'd chop them some bitches off if they started to betray him like that. He would get metal arms.
hell. I tried to get my damn ophthalmologist to take my eye out, sons, and he wouldn't do it. He said I'm too good looking.
Jeez.
I don't give a shit about it. My body part betrays me. Get rid of that motherfucker.
Can you imagine being a doctor and having Uncle Randy come in there and with his, because I'm sure it's not all the way Uncle Randy in the doctor's office. It's probably like a 5th or a 6th level Uncle Randy. But
Sure.
still, to be a doctor and listen to this guy in the Hawaiian shirt with the fucking hat on going, listen, doc, it's just I can't see out of this goddamn eye. So like, why
Just
can't we
pull it
just
out.
take it out now? And you got to be like, we don't really do that. And he's like, yeah, I understand, but I got good insurance. I can get you cash money, and I'll teach your daughter how to shoot a 12 gauge, please.
Yeah,
Would
no,
that
he,
be worse? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's pretty much how it went. My doctor was like, gave me all the shit about how bad my fucking right eye is. It's fucking terrible, sons. And he was like, we can put you on this fucking medicine forever. And I was like, just take the motherfucker out and give me an eye patch, sons. It goes with the fucking Uncle Randy thing. I'm good to go. I can't see out of it any fucking way. So get rid of that motherfucker. He refused, though. He said it's not there yet.
It's not there. We got to make it.
Pussy.
gotta Make
He's
it
a
worse.
pussy.
before- Yeah. See, I don't know if I want to tell Randall that, or I would be the doctor that has to tell him that it's time for his prostate exam.
Oh, Randy would pick up
Oh,
the
I
other
got-
end of the table. He would lay down and pick his legs up like we talked about last week. Well, go ahead, doc.
Dude. I
Get
told
in
you,
there.
I got my first check last year at my physical, sons. I was wearing my full face Batman mask, goddamn, because Uncle Randy doesn't wear a mask. If I got to, it's going to be full faced Batman costume mask. So I was wearing that when she was giving me the business. She had on a face shield, 2 regular masks, and she's a big husky woman. And she fingered me real good, sons.
She's a lady of size.
She's a big woman,
So,
and it did
Did
not
she have
feel
thick
good, sons,
fingers?
so- very thick, broken fingers,
Ugh.
just crooked
Man.
as a motherfucker.
May I ask this person's
And then-
ethnicity, just out of respect?
She's just an old country white lady. Jackie's her
wow.
name.
Paula Dean stuck her
Two
finger in
fake-
your ass.
Two fake 2 fake knees, and I think she used to be a professional boxer because every finger was broken on that motherfucker. Big sausage fingers. And it really, she violated me, sons. Uncle Randy didn't like it. I felt like I don't know, Dave. I didn't feel right about it. It hurt me, sons. Deep in my soul, I wasn't ready for it. And then she wiped my damn anus with a little damn wet wipe. I was like, fuck.
What?
Like I'm a
She
toddler
cleaned you
now.
up
This just
afterwards?
sucks. She sure did.
I don't like this
Hit
at
me with a
all.
little wet wipe.
Yeah, the doctor was just
Whole thing
practicing
left-
aftercare, Uncle Randy. It's okay.
When I got mine, they didn't give me nothing except they just left the room, took the glove off, and I had to gushy all the way home and wash my ass.
It's probably because you called them
Oh.
slurs the whole time, John.
She left you
John's
with
a
greasy
really big
cheeks,
fan
John?
of the N-word.
I had to do the
Oh,
jelly
fucking
blood
greasy
walk.
cheeks are terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So I apologize. My alarm just went off.
That's okay.
Half an hour into the show. Do you know why that is?
No.
Fucking daylight savings.
Oh.
It's so fucking inconsiderate to every other time zone.
Aren't they doing trying to do something about that in the US right now? Like basically get rid of it?
Abolishing
the
it.
Senate just passed a resolution to make it permanent. Daylight savings time is to be permanent. And if they're going to do it, then I say let's do it on daylight savings time, not standard time. That's what I'd like to do.
Well, I really had to tell you, I was working that night where it switched over, the hour.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic because all of a sudden the clock said 3 a.m., which is the time that the store closes. So I got to tell people that had been waiting in line for like 20 minutes that were closed.
That's fucking heartless, dude.
Yeah. That you're
You're something else. If somebody would have rolled up and shot through the drive-through window that night, I think it would have been justified.
Yeah, that's justifiable homicide, right?
I mean, it really, the store that I work at is not that far from this place called Depot Town.
Yeah.
So
What the fuck you mean you can't get my goddamn Doritos Locos Tacos? Pow, pow, pow.
they really are nuts about that Taco Bell. It's crazy.
I
So
hear
are
you.
you claiming that you committed a hate crime, Devin?
I did not commit a hate
Is that
crime.
that's what you're saying?
Sounds
think
like
it
you want-
is.
You want the blacks. and the
Listen,
Mexicans
I
to
was
starve,
just preventing
apparently.
people from getting overweight.
Oh, you were calorie saving.
Oh.
Devin's a fat shamer.
Yeah, you're an Avenger, dude.
I hate fat people.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't serve John? I think we've talked about this before.
No, I
haven't we,
wouldn't.
Devin?
He'd
Yes,
serve
we
me.
have. I
He'd
would
serve
not
me.
serve John.
First of all, he wouldn't even know. See, I'm stealth. What I do is
Oh yeah, you're so
Oh
stealth.
yeah, in your
Oh, no.
giant fucking truck.
if I can finish my sentence, I'll tell you how stealth I am. What I do is I order on the app. They can't see me, so they can't deny me.
Yeah.
And then
you
by the time I'm there, the food's made, and what are they going to do? Not give it to me?
see,
I
back
pay
in the
for it now
day,
where I go.
John would say, "I got 2 orders," and he would list out 2 different things and pay for it twice. Man, it's for a whole bunch of other people. That's why I got 12 cheeseburgers.
Hey, I'm not
It's
going to lie.
fine.
There's times where I've ordered so much food. I've ordered 2 drinks of that. Hopefully they didn't think it was all for me. I've done that
More
shit.
than likely they did.
They know.
Can I ask
Yeah,
a
we know.
question, sons? Can I bring something to the table?
Absolutely.
Is that okay?
Sure.
So I know on a recent show, Jody had sent me a link. I watched it. Hell, I was entertained. Goddamn, it was decent. And y'all were talking about your cocaine abuse, and old John was talking about the first time he did cocaine. Goddamn, and hell, it made Uncle Randy laugh. It tickled me, sons. But I want to know. It doesn't sound like any of y'all did any good cocaine. Goddamn, hell, Uncle Randy's played with the nose candy before, sons. And we used it to fuck all night. You bastards were talking about some just old douchey cocaine. We use it to fuck, goddamn. You can fuck all night on cocaine. That's the truth.
Yeah, true.
Forever.
So there's cocaine to
Forever.
douche and cocaine to fuck. The different types of cocaine, are they?
Well, hell, every drug, I mean, that Uncle Randy's ever used, listen, it's fucking weights, steaks, and pussy, sons. So
Yeah.
if I'm taking the cocaine, it's to fuck.
He may be right. Like, I don't
Period.
know. Maybe high grade coke. I've just never had it. Like, and if you tried to fuck, because I used to fuck like older chicks, you can't really fuck them
Oh,
for
that's
hours
true.
on end because their pussy starts to hurt.
Yeah.
And they're like, that ain't going to work because it's, maybe you're just not doing it for them.
Isn't low grade cocaine called crack?
Smack,
meth.
maybe.
That's that. But to answer your question,
Ice.
the coke that I got was from a woman whose father was the dealer. So
Mm.
it was pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's
And I mean, it was
stuff.
good. It was so good. It was pink. It wasn't even white. I mean, that's
That
pretty
sounds
good.
like you had some.
What are we talking about?
That's like you had some crank there, John. That sounds more like crank.
I've had crank before too. One time I was driving, we were going hunting, and I was driving up to Maine, and they were afraid I was going to fall asleep driving, so they put it in my coffee. They put it in my coffee, and I couldn't sleep for 3 days. That was horrible.
So that's what I was
all
talking
good.
about. Crank is
Dude,
just
that-
like whatever mixed up in a bathtub.
It's like poor man's meth. To
Yeah.
be quite honest with
You
you,
couldn't sleep for 3 days.
no, it was horrible. I've never had it before, and they wouldn't tell me, and I'm like, why can't I sleep? This is crazy. And they're like, yeah, try some
Yeah,
sleeping
I
pills.
don't know what you had, but I don't think that was cocaine.
No, crank is different. It's like
Yeah,
Oh.
crank is meth. It'll keep you up
Oh,
for-
okay. I was
So-
about to say, I've never partaked in that. I've had
Yeah.
cocaine.
I'm with what John said though, because there's a point when you either run out of blow or it's like 4 a.m. and you're like, I have to sleep. It's like
Oh.
you stop doing blow, you got to smoke weed or something to come down, and like that's probably the worst part out of all of it. Nosebleeds and then like staying up till 4 a.m. because your day is shot the next day. Nobody
I mean,
stays up till
not
4
only
a.m. and
that,
does anything productive.
With coke and drinking, you don't
Except for
even
some of the
realize,
greatest
you know,
artists of
how
all
much
time,
you
but-
drink.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's how I experienced. And the thing also, to be totally honest, was when I was doing coke, I was a little bit of a dry spell with the ladies,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
never really got a chance to try that out. You
It
know,
works. It works.
I hear you, Dave. Like there are artists that probably could just do cocaine and fucking play guitar all night. You look like a blues player, like in a fucking house band.
Was that the dry spell between 2002 and 2014? John?
it was between 1984 and 1986, 2 years.
2 years. Is a
I
little
was
wild.
traveling with a race car. I was working as a in the pit crew and shit. And
How old were you? If you don't mind me asking, do you
I
remember?
was
30?
somewhere, I think I was
20,
like
30?
24, between 24 and 26, somewhere in that.
And about 300 pounds lighter.
Yeah. But it's not that crazy. Like if you're that invested in something, because those goddamn race cars are expensive as tits, dude.
And
like
we worked a lot. We were
Yeah.
going all weekend.
you
There
got
just
shit to
wasn't-
do and you're gross. Like nobody's
Yeah.
gonna fuck you when you're covered in oil and grease and shit.
I just wasn't, it was just a point where I was focused on something else. It doesn't mean that,
Yeah.
it was a different time.
No,
But
there's-
I never got a
But
chance.
aren't you in a drought now, John? A COVID drought?
Yes, I am, Dave.
COVID fucks shit up. Yeah.
Yeah.
COVID's the worst.
That's true. But maybe I'll get some sunglasses and a stupid Ranger hat and put that on. and
But
see if
hey,
that
you
makes
know,
it-
that's what
I
happens
fucked-
when you
I
have
fucked
a
more recently
Canadian
than you have,
girlfriend.
John. Devin, when
Congratulations.
was the last time you fucked?
Yesterday,
Who?
Your
my
mother.
roommate.
Hey,
Oh, Dirty got the joke.
Hey-o.
Hey-o.
Randy
Your
fucks
room-
7
oh,
days a
fucking-
week, son. It doesn't matter. He takes the pussy and
You still
caresses it.
well, hell,
Still
I'm
explain the
doesn't have-
roommate situation, Devin.
I don't. It's complicated, but I still get my dick wet.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, boy. Dude, fucking Devin's a champion over here, sons. I don't know what y'all are harping about. That
In
dude-
some areas, yeah. In some areas, yeah, he crushes it.
He
But there's
washes
these
it a
other
couple
areas
times a
that,
week.
I think that he could use a little bit of motivation.
Okay, let's do this exercise, Devin. What do you think would be the ideal you, the perfect you in 2 years, whatever, 2-3 years time? How much do you drink?
Hopefully, just once a night, and not
Okay,
as much as I drink now.
okay, so that's like a 90% reduction, 95% reduction.
Actually, I've gotten quite a bit better. I think I haven't been putting it down as much as I usually do.
Okay,
Yeah, I haven't seen
So
you
I'll-
slam like straight vodka out of a bottle like since we've been on, so that's good.
so a lot less alcohol. Fucking
I-
about the same frequency.
Yeah, that's not
That's
like
good.
a huge priority for me. I do want to get into better shape.
Sending your dick pic to as many people. That won't change.
So
I'm very proud of my penis. I'm sorry.
as you should be. So the jiu-jitsu might actually work. Something that might actually work. It's competition, it's flexibility, it's strength.
Yeah, except until he starts choking people out through a drive-through window.
I do have anger problems.
What do you mean you want tomatoes
Yeah.
off the fucking sandwich? And he's just leaning at the thing. Just
Yeah, but
Here's a
okay,
question
fine.
for you, Uncle Randy.
Yes, sir.
Anger. That can be a male men who can be tough and work out and stuff. They get it going, and maybe they have some anger problems. Well, what's your advice to maybe tone it down a little bit, or better yet, to be able to control it, use the anger as needed, not when you don't want to.
Well, I mean, it all goes back to being humbled, sons, and you'll be humbled in a fucking jiu-jitsu gym immediately.
Or any gym, go boxing or something. You'll learn some
you'll
respect.
get humbled.
And they don't even want to hurt you; they just want to help you.
It'll help with that anger issue. Any kind of competition, if you're willing to start and not be good at it, and work through the part where you suck, it'll help with your. I mean, it can only help. So, in all seriousness, regardless of what Devin decides to do, if he decides to do anything, I think it will help all those issues. But if it's fucking jiu-jitsu, hell, he can be a blue belt in 2 years and be fucking choking motherfuckers out like a motherfucker. No doubt.
So we're all humbled by Devin's junk jitsu skills.
Jung Jitsu is pretty good. It might be an episode title.
Because
that is, I got to write that down. Junk Jitsu. I got to write that one down.
I don't know how big John and Uncle Randy are, but certainly Jody and me are certainly definitely humbled by Devin.
Well, I mean, I'm a short guy.
Right.
I'm like 5'5", 5'6".
Yes, but would you rather be 5'6" with your piece, or 6'1"?
No, I think I'm comfortable being short and having a sizable penis.
Devin, we probably have the same size dick. I'm just portly. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person of size. The look is big on me.
Yeah, your gut hides it.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, they say for every 25 pounds you lose, you could gain an inch of dick. So I figure if I get to my goal weight, I'll have a 2-footer.
Yeah, if I get to my goal weight, I'll have about 4.
Jody's got a thick dick root, though, sons. We've all seen the picture. Goddamn,
yes,
it's decent.
Unfortunately, it's just the base. Decent. Don't worry about that.
But that gives you enough to get an idea, sons. I know you got a decently thick dick. I mean, if anyone goes back, they want to hear the truth, though. Go back to the Po Boys episode where he reads the porn that Uncle Randy wrote. If you want to laugh and have the best episode you've ever listened to in podcasting, go listen to it, sons.
I will say this. Randall, with all due respect, I don't think I've ever told you publicly on a stage. That is probably the funniest thing that I've ever done.
Oh, so good.
Hands down. I read handmade porno to my mother, and I reacted to that. It was pretty good.
Wasn't it over the Khabib Connor fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was even funnier than your Winnie the Pooh voice, Jody.
My Winnie the Pooh voice is still great. That's country Winnie the Pooh.
That's not bad at all, to be honest with you.
I can do Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh.
So I do have a question, Uncle Randy.
Yes, sir.
So there is talks of passing constitutional carry in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
And even though I know my firearms, I'm still trying to figure out like a decent carry.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured you'd be the man to ask.
I mean, everybody's different,
right?
You know? I'm an FN guy. I'm a Glock guy, and it's really a personal thing. I've got quite a few different firearms here in the Fowler home. Goddamn, and hell, I don't want to talk about some of them. They're highly controversial in some states and might get Uncle Randy arrested, sons. But you can't go wrong with a Glock. They're good. They don't jam. That's the biggest thing. If you don't want to fuck around and get a Taurus as your everyday carry. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Tauruses. I know they're cheaper and some of them are decent, but you got a much higher chance of having a jam with a Taurus than you will with a Glock. So I just go with a good old Glock, bro. What do you carry? What's your gun? What's your preference?
I prefer. I like the way Glocks feel.
Yeah, me too.
They have a good weight to them.
Mm-hmm.
But my granddad was always into revolvers, and he also used to build muzzleloaders too.
Yep.
That's where I got handy with firearms.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a good revolver. I mean, they're reliable as fuck too. They're all reliable, and all the old guys are like that. Brooks' dad, who I shoot with a lot, he's a avid fucking revolver guy. That's it. But didn't Ohio? I think Ohio just passed that where-
Constitutional carry.
Yeah. And so if that gets up to Michigan, good for you. But with your, aren't you still Governor Whitmer up there?
Unfortunately.
Oh, good luck with that, sons.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's a crazy lady right there. Goddamn hell. She's attractive though, sons. Hell, I'd put it in her rear end if I wasn't married.
She is called Stretching Gretchen for a reason.
Never heard that. That's fucking hilarious. That's good.
Apparently, that's what she used to be called in high school.
Oh God, that's good. Oh,
I want to take something. I want to take this into a little bit of a different direction, and I haven't even.
Yeah.
It's popped into my mind.
Okay.
So one of the things, I think this is probably where the feud between Dave and I started, was a show that Uncle Randy started called Podcasters of the Round Table.
yes.
And where you would come in and you would ask questions, and each member, it was like a contest, and each member would get either 3 or 1 minute to answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
And I really enjoyed that show. It was a lot of fun. And I was wondering, is there any chance of bringing that back?
Oh Lord.
100%. I mean, I wish it was, and all it would take is a firm commitment. I really love that show. I mean, it definitely did stir the pot in the, like, all bullshit aside, in the indie podcasting circles that we all run in, it stirred the pot like a motherfucker.
Oh,
But it
man.
also produced a lot of funny shit, you know. And the one that pissed me off the most with Jody B and Dave, where they came in and butt fucked Uncle Randy real good, that chapped his ass pretty big, was actually, if you go back and listen to it, one of the funnier ones. And I've acknowledged that, you know, like I was pretty pissed off at Dave for a minute, and I kind of lost my temper on Dave, and I apologize to him. You know, I mean, whether he shared that or not, I don't care to rehash it, but you know, I didn't like how mad I got about it. And looking back on it, I wish I would have just enjoyed it and sat back in the cut and appreciated it for what it was.
Can I make a comment?
Yes.
That video and content doesn't exist on the internet anymore, and that bothers me.
I've got it.
I know. We need to talk.
You have
Randall. He has it. He's the only person that has it, because
I've got it.
everybody got so mad by the end of the night that me and Dave were fucking around that, like, nobody recorded it. Everybody said fuck it, and like the only existing copy is from Facebook, and I think
Brooke
it got
pulled
taken
it.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, and Brooke pulled it.
I want it to
good.
be out there. It's fun, and that's what I said. Maybe we should do that as an after show thing, like comment and walk through it step by step, because it was a fun
can we
night.
do that for a Patreon episode or something? I mean, that,
Yeah,
Dude,
I
it's
just
pretty
don't
fucking
have it.
cool. I mean, the premise for people that don't know. So Jody and Dave colluded and were like, "Hey, we're gonna go in and we're gonna fuck Uncle Randy all up." And they knew how. Like, I was
that's
at the
not
time.
true.
I was newer to podcasting. I was definitely had less thick skin, and still learning. So I was prideful and all the bullshit. And man, it worked. And fuck, it was funny though. God, it was fun.
You seem to have grown a much thicker skin than, you know, our friend John has. You know,
John's
he
there.
likes to-
Hold on. I'm
No,
not gonna let you
not-
shit talk Zion all the way, because he's come a long goddamn way.
Yeah, no, he
came
has
back.
come a long way.
Yeah,
He has.
right.
But I think when it comes to, like, you know, younger folk, you know, like the other people in other discords still manage to get under John's skin.
Yeah.
Like who?
I don't know, you know, the cheeses and
Yeah, just young people in general,
That's-
John. You're an old guy. You get pissed off all the time.
First of all,
No, you don't.
That's not
Okay,
true.
for
I
For
love
anyone
those
that has
morons.
no idea what we're talking about,
I know. So it's
I
right.
need to demonstrate. Let me just demonstrate the show format. Devin,
yes, sir.
you've got 60 seconds. Tell me what your favorite sandwich is.
There you go.
My favorite sandwich.
Fill 60 seconds, but don't
classic-
go over.
Perfect sandwich.
Okay,
Uh,
you don't
Perfect
think that's a
sandwich.
good question? Then how about what's your least favorite race?
That's a good one too.
Sand people.
Keep going.
Tuscan
Now-
Raiders.
It's not.
Now
It's
fill
not
a
like
minute.
it's not that you got to go for 60 seconds. You got to put
60 seconds.
That's
you
right.
gotta put some
I'm trying to
emphasis.
put together 60 seconds right now.
Okay.
Why do you keep talking over me, John? Is that just what you like to
Yeah,
do?
that was against the rules, John. You're breaking the rules of the
That's true. It is.
show
Sorry.
within
Yeah.
the show.
All right, hold on.
Be
Well,
quiet.
let Devin, you think on that. You think on why sand people are the worst. And I'm going to play an intro from the round table just so you get the.
Hear ye, hear ye. Hear ye, hear ye. Welcome to the podcast of the Round Table, where 4 podcasts go head to head, debating random topics. This week's battle hits Christicles of hashtag no offense and Dugred of Who's Right, who will take on roundtable regulars Lady Brooke of Married AF and Sir John Jamingo of Unbelievably Stupid.
Now,
Remember that show?
yeah,
How many podcasts have you had?
don't worry about it.
Enough. A basketball
I've had
team's
more,
worth.
listen, I've had more podcasts than your liver's had drinks. Don't you worry about it.
I sincerely doubt that.
Yeah, that's a big number, John. Settle down.
All right.
I mean,
so,
with all the joking aside, though, for what it was, I really did enjoy that show. I think it
was fun.
highlighted the skills of a lot of podcasters that are still doing it and still really good. You know,
the reason I was asking was because
Some that have quit.
one thing that I would love for you to do, because listen, I'm going to humble myself in front of you, Uncle Randy. You did an amazing job hosting that show, and not too many people could do what you did, especially out of us. And the thing is, I wanted you to come on here and do a podcast at the roundtables where you would be the host and the four of us would battle each other. And so, looks at Bob in the chat. John's had more podcasts than donuts. All right. I told you, Bob's funnier in the chat. I would love it if you would come in but I know it's a lot of work for you. You got to come up with questions.
let's go. We can start right now. Y'all want to do a round? Like you want to put them through? I got it. Let's go.
All right. What are you guys ready? You pussies ready for a little battle?
Y'all good?
I stay ready for battle, bro.
All right, listen, sons. Here's the rules. Goddamn, Uncle Randy's going to read the question. He's going to call out one of you to answer. We're going to go around the horn. You got 60 seconds to fill. You can choose to give your time, but that will weigh with the voters. Who wins the round? So try to fill the time if you can. If you're a pussy, you won't. That's fine. No interrupting, sons. We don't allow that. Let everybody get their thoughts out. And here we go. So we'll start. Let's start with Devin. Let's just start with Devin. He's ready, sons. He's ready. Here's the question, Devin.
Okay.
Why do black women have better pussy than white women?
Oh, I have this fucking covered. Grand. So my experience has mostly been white women until up to last year when I started dating this black woman, and I have sworn off white woman for the rest of my life. This girl, I don't know what it is. I don't know if she constantly does Kegels all the time, but I swear if she wanted to, she could rip my dick off with her vagina muscles.
You got 30 seconds left. Keep going.
And I can keep doing this. Like I could actually keep going back to this pussy because it's fantastic. And the attitude is right behind it too. I've never seen a woman put in more work than a black woman.
That's good. All right.
There you go.
All right. So right there, he went 51 seconds out of 60. That's good answer.
Perfect. That's a good time. Yeah.
All right. So John, you're next up. Tell me why black women pussy is better than white woman pussy, sons. You got 1 minute.
I don't have as much experience as Devin does. All right. So, but what I will say is I don't believe that one is better, a race is better than the other. I believe that all women are capable of slinging some puss. And when I say that, I mean that it's what you put into it. Now, you could say that a black woman has more soul, has more character, but I don't know that. And again, I've got limited knowledge in this situation. But I think that if we all get race out of this, and what it is how you prepare for that, how you prepare the woman for that how you prepare the woman for the sex is how it is. It's really on the man. If you rev up a woman, she'll be an animal. So it really isn't about race. It's really about the man. If the man can get the woman in the mood, revved up, wants it.
Time.
It's all.
Attaboy, John. Attaboy. All right.
No, I think you're objectively wrong.
Woke John is gross. I don't like that.
I agree 100%. All right, let's go with Dave here. Dave, what say you about black women having better pussy, sons? You got 1 minute.
My favorite sandwich is Vegemite and butter and white bread.
Oh, White bread, huh? Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be the whitest of white bread. Absolutely. That's soft, sweet white bread. I like white bread a lot more than I like white women. So I could probably be swayed towards black women. In my whole jerking off career, I may have only jerked it to a handful of black women.
Are they thin or fat?
I mean, I'll say fat for you, John. Or
20 seconds, Dave.
how many seconds have I got? I've got to tell you to shut up. Don't tell me the time, like John did.
An asshole.
All right, 10 seconds. All right,
9, 8. I'm good. I'm good.
All right, that's good. All right, so Jody B, bring us home, goddamn. And I know this hits home with you and Uncle Randy. Hell, we like those caramel skin pussy lovers, goddamn. Hell, it does something to us. Sons. We're both married to white women, but we like our next ones will be black, goddamn. We've talked about it. Why is black pussy better than white pussy, son?
Well, the fact of the matter is, Jody B has never been offered a piece of colorful pussy in his whole life. And it's not for lack of trying. I've had at least 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5 black women that I've tried to sling a ding dong at once or twice, but they never let me inside them. My next wife will be Tiffany Haddish, and that's the bottom line.
I'm really upset about it. I've been trying to fuck pussy for a while. Like, it's one of my favorite things. I assume it smells better. It probably tastes better. There's like, they put cocoa butter and lotion.
It does.
My wife smells great. You know what I'm saying? But I imagine
say that.
the extra like cocoa butter and stuff, like, and not all black women are whatever. You bitches take care of your skin, and I like that because all that's involved, all of it's invested. I can't probably have sex with black women because my dick is too small. If I was going to try to like get a good reaction out of them, I'd probably have to take off running from across the room and like just hockey check them just to get a fucking good shot in. But I would love to try it. I'm assuming it's better. I don't know that for sure. But if I had to guess, black pussy's probably the best.
All right, sons. That's how Podcast of the Round Table goes. Just like that.
Am I the only one that has experience with black vagina in here?
No.
Yeah, I've been jerked off by an African American before in middle school, sons, but I've never partaken.
Sound mysterious as to what their gender was.
I was thinking
Hell,
about
you never know, goddamn. Hell, it was in Colorado too, and so you know that state's wacky, goddamn. But that's good. I don't know who wins. I mean, you can let everybody vote who thinks wins that one, but that was
I
good.
win. You guys fucking suck.
Again,
I'll
be honest with you, I really think again it's between Jody and I.
Chat, who won?
No, you're fucking
Type it
wrong.
Nick,
All right, in the chat,
Duchess.
who won the battle of the round table? Was it Devin, Jody, me?
It
I would've
wasn't
started
Dave
fight.
because
Look.
Are y'all
Dave's
Are
talking
y'all
about
just
fucking
acting like
sandwiches.
Dave's racist sandwich doesn't exist? Because his racist sandwich was very good. The
Racist
white
sandwich
bread
was the best.
Vegemite with butter.
I'm just
John
breaking
wa-
these balls.
John
I'm
was
just-
being heckled the most.
I was
I
being
mean,
heckled the most.
Getting the most attention. That's good.
Again,
Yeah.
so
Therefore
you-
you
He's a
win.
fan favorite for sure.
It looks like me.
there's 3 votes for
I think-
Christ's sake.
Yeah, Devin won for sure.
We'll
So-
give Devin a win.
Just because he has experience, the rest of us were talking out of our asses.
See, that's what Uncle Randy was talking about before. Devin needs little wins, little victories.
Yeah.
And that was a little victory right there,
Right
Devin.
there.
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah, you're doing it.
It was good.
You're better than
So
all
take-
of us.
So take
5
that
men.
And
4.
let that motivate you out of your laziness. Easy. How
Yeah.
about, John, we do what the fuck is Jordan Pearson talking about? Because it's about self-improvement.
I don't think he ever knows what he's talking about.
I
His lack of
don't-
opiates is driving him crazy.
I read that and I don't understand it, to be quite honest. I don't understand what he's
Exactly.
talking about.
Yes.
So I didn't even bring it up here because I think I missed it, to be honest with you. Let me see if I can.
I can read it out.
I
Okay,
don't
read
even
it
know
out.
what we're talking about, sons. What are we
So
Oh,
talking
Jordan-
about?
man.
you
You
know,
went
do you-
off on one.
Oh, Jordan
Randy.
Peterson.
Yeah, you know who he is?
Yes, yes.
Okay, he had he made a tweet today, and Dave would like to try to, I don't know, deconstruct it, I guess.
Okay.
Sure.
cryptic.
Listen to this.
Cryptic is a good word, I think.
This week, contemplate who you could be if you stare into the abyss, the terror of mortality, insanity, suffering, and of malevolence. By voluntarily doing that, you call upon the strongest part of yourself to respond. If you look into the abyss long enough, past when the abyss looks into you, you don't see the abyss. You see who you could become in the form of the great ancestral figures nested inside the catastrophe of life. Who you could be is the solution to malevolence and suffering.
Okay.
God.
Y'all want me to decipher that? That's just
Sure,
fucking
go ahead.
easy.
Good.
Never heard
Yeah,
go
put it
for
into
The-
Uncle Randy terms,
All,
please.
all I did was replace one of the words with John's asshole.
Yeah. I really wish that
to
Twitter
amuse
was still.
myself.
I wish that Twitter was still only 140 characters. To be honest with you.
Yeah, that was long and lengthy, and I had not heard it, but I mean, I get it. I know exactly what he
I
said.
thought
Let's-
that was
what
like
he said.
a YouTube status update.
Oh yes, yeah. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
To
they
be
have
precise,
those now.
Yes, it was a YouTube status update, not a tweet. Yes. Okay.
Well,
But-
so what Jordan Peterson just enlightened us on was hell. He was sitting back one night, had a damn relapse, got back into the fucking painkillers, the benzos,
shit.
goddamn, and he had a bender, and the wife caught him jerking off. And now he's got to go back to being sober, Jordan. He might have to go to rehab again, goddamn. So he's looking into the abyss. He doesn't know what he's going to be, and hell, his wife might leave him. But he knows he's got to let her know that, hey, I can still be the Rock, goddamn. I can get this shit together. I hope Joe Rogan has me on again. That's what he just said. That's every bit.
That's
Do you
it.
think he calls his wife the Abyss? If you read that back
Could
and the
be.
Abyss is his wife, is that who he's talking about?
It
I
might
think
be.
so.
Can I get a
Probably.
rereading, please?
Yeah,
What's
Dave,
his wife's
read that
name?
again. It seems-
Janice or some shit?
Yeah, we'll use
this-
Janice.
This week, contemplate who you could be if you stare into John's asshole. The terror of mortality, insanity, suffering, and of malevolence. By voluntarily doing that, you call upon the strongest part of yourself to respond. If you look into John's asshole long enough, past when John's asshole looks into you, you don't see John's asshole. You see who you could be in the form of the great ancestral figures nested inside the catastrophe of life.
Man,
Who
that's
you
perfect.
could be in John's asshole is
I
the
don't think-
solution to malevolence and suffering.
Dave, I don't think there's enough lumens to light John's asshole.
First of all, I got to be honest with you. I think it works both ways. I think it works both ways.
Yeah, I like it. It's
I like
definitely
it.
funnier the other way, but
I mean,
yeah, don't
both
be a
could
pussy.
definitely be described as the abyss.
Oh, I just smell cheesesteaks. When you talk about looking into John's asshole, I smell cheesesteaks.
Wouldn't be wrong. You wouldn't be wrong. Cheesesteaks and scrapple.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I mean, I think that was basically what I was saying to Devin a few weeks ago.
Sure.
I may not have used
As
much
eloquently?
tact.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not quite as eloquent as Jordan Peterson.
It's what you
but-
said to him just tonight. It's like, if you don't know till you try, motherfucker, don't be a pussy and try some stuff.
Go get
yeah,
punched in the
yeah. Well,
face.
basically, yeah. Self improvement can be an antidote to depression and laziness.
Sure.
Agreed.
That's
I-
it. I think that's it.
I was about
Yeah.
to say I've been punched in the face. And I don't think I need to experience that
Yeah.
again.
That didn't help on a bad day. On a bad day, you're like, fuck. Now my eye hurts and I had a bad day.
Son, I'm going to do an Uncle Randy. Son, you ain't been punched in the face till you've been hit in the face with a canoe paddle, flat on, where your eye gets so black and blue. And when you blow your nose, air comes out your eye. When you get that, son, that's been punched in the face.
Well, none of us can compare to Jody B. I mean,
I would.
That guy.
That's
Yeah, I
true,
mean, he
I'm
was
not
shot
saying
in the
anything.
face.
Yes.
That is true.
Listen,
Damn.
life is tough sometimes, kids. So you just got to get up and put your goddamn shoes off. Well, I'm gonna try that one again. Just gotta
Get
get
a
up,
win.
put your goddamn shoes on. That's it.
Unless
you got your feet- I'm so
gotta
sorry.
Yeah, you got to tighten your laces.
Now, I don't know how long the show goes, but I had made a point to me and my wife that I was going to mention this on here because I always like to give props where they're due. And whether you love it or hate it, Jody B is a huge part of Uncle Randy even existing, sons. Let me tell you, because
Oh, this is after show talk, Randall.
it was
You don't have
very.
to get
I
it
know.
all.
I just
Pull
like
back
to
the
share it.
curtain.
I'm just saying you're a big help with me with that, and I appreciate it because that motherfucking thing has worked in a lot of areas of my life. So I'm just
Everybody loves Uncle Randy. I made love to my wife after I lost the second bet to Randall. And I actually had to say Uncle Randy after we busted up and she was walking to go take a piss. I said Uncle Randy out loud in the dark.
Oh, that was so good. And to hear her confirm it when we did the Big Brother show was fanatical, sons.
I didn't say Uncle Randy. I said Randall Fowler. And as she was walking out of that was the bet. The bet was you had to scream the other person's name after making sex to your chick.
Yeah.
And I lost.
So don't bet with Uncle Randy is what
don't fucking bet against Uncle Randy because he wins. And she got up in the dark, walked across the room, and I said, Randall Fowler. She goes, what the fuck? He wanted to take a piss. True
Honey,
story.
I lost the bet. I'm sorry. But you know, I'm a man of character and I pay all debts.
It was funny to me.
does?
She laughed.
Dude,
Yeah.
that was so good. And your mom and the porn thing, God, go back and listen to that. I've listened to it like 30
Listen,
times.
man. This is the second time you brought up my mom and porn in the same sentence tonight.
So good.
It's so disrespectful. Stop it. Stop talking about my mama and porn.
All right. Well, I think that's where we are on the hour. We're getting ready to do the after show. And Randall, thanks for hanging out with us.
Absolutely, man. It was a fucking pleasure. Thank you all for having me. Devin, you're a champion, brother. I'm telling you. You're
Thank you,
awesome.
sir.
Dave, you know you're a winner. Love you. Jody B, love you. John, you know I love you. Podfather, brother. So am I out or do I hang for that show?
You can hang, you can go, but what I wanted to do is give you a chance to do some promotion about your podcast again. Where can they find you? Where are you at? What's going on?
Yeah, well, hell, Uncle Randy's a national treasure at this point, son. So I don't feel like I really have to plug anything. Goddamn, hell, you can Google me, sons. That's all you got to do. Goddamn, you can find me on Facebook, Uncle Randy, whatever, sons. Hell, if you don't like me, I don't need you any goddamn way. So go fuck yourself. If you want to be enlightened, maybe be coached in life, sons. Learn how to be a winner. Hell, I can help you. I've already changed Devin's life. I've been here for an hour, sons. He's a new man. I can feel it. I can see it. There's results.
Guys,
So,
you can't see the screen right now, but it's going crazy. I think Randall might be hacking into his computer.
It's amazing.
I don't know what's happening.
He is
There's so much
upgrading his
power.
matrix right now.
Yeah, it's so much
No, but-
power. It's affecting his computer.
You can check out Married AF podcast. That's the home base. Me and the wife. She's definitely better than me. And she would love to have caught up with all you fucks. We got to get together. I say we make a plan, do podcasts of the roundtable, even if it's just every now and again. Get the smoke back, the mixture, man. It's fucking died. We got to create some heat again, sons. And I'm all about it this time. Hell, I was naive and young and pussy got hurt, sons. I can be honest. But now it's time. Let's do this shit.
I'm with you. All right. Hey, listen, if you're watching us live, do us a favor. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button. It makes a big difference for us. And if you haven't subscribed, we would love it if you like the show, you like us hanging around and doing this stuff. We are going to try once a month to have a guest on. Like to have Randall on. He, again, he's been a friend for a long time, a great guy. But if you want to hang out with us, all our links are at mylinks.com/rubberneckers20. Check them out. It'll be in the show notes also. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next week.
Get fucked.
I love you. I love you all.
All right. We're in the after show.
All right.
Now I can say Nick
Feeling
was
all
being a dick in the
loosey-goosey.
comments.
Yeah,
So
he
I heard
was.
zamed him and gave him a 5-minute timeout, and it was so satisfying.
It felt good,
It
didn't it?
really, really
Yeah,
was.
he's drunk
I
with
saw it
power.
happen. They all got mad. Way to not read the comments, though, John. Everybody stood silent.
Yeah,
Hey,
you did good.
so
What
this
was
is
he
fun.
saying? He was just suggesting it
He
was a
was-
circle jerk.
He was
wasn't
talking shit the whole time, and that's so. The
I know,
funny
that's
thing
all.
is just like with Who's Right. Like you don't read the comments so much, but you put them up. So if somebody watches this, they could get those jokes of them just fucking talking
Absolutely.
shit. I love
mean,
that.
when you have a guest on, isn't the point to kind of like circle jerk them? Unless it's me with Doug and telling him that his show sucks.
That's something I think even better than Who's Right, because they don't read all the comments. I've seen some of the shit on the Discord chats and the YouTube chats where people tear their asses up and they don't post put comments up unless it's something
Unless they
stupid
pay for
funny.
it. Yes,
Yeah, or
it's
unless they pay for it.
a super chat. They put a super chat up.
I like
Also, if
that.
enough people subscribe to the YouTube channel, Jody B will stop smoking weed.
No,
That's never gonna
That ain't happening.
it's part of my process and the black light, so you guys can suck my dick from the back. Put your
So
hands right in
here's-
the butt.
So it's funny when I do the editing, I hear this noise. I'm like, what the hell is that? And it took me like a half an hour to figure it's Jody with his lighter.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I mean,
Here's
I
the
cut one,
thing.
it's not a big deal.
It's one of the reasons why it takes so long to edit my podcast.
You got to
And
edit
number
all them
two,
out, John.
I just got this new microphone and I'm not used to it yet. Like it's very sensitive, so I got to start like popping it down here. I don't know if that's as loud, but like, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No,
You're
it's,
I mean,
it's the
dude,
charm
I
of your show, Jody. Don't change it. It's
I have
so
a
built
$9
in.
mic arm, Jody, that likes to pop and make ringing noises.
Oh, I can play mine like a guitar. I figured that out. Watch.
Hey, so y'all, what the Nick guy? He was. I actually thought he was fucking funny when, especially
Yeah, he
during
was.
the fucking ass fingering by my doctor. He was like, and she had both hands on his shoulders.
Yeah, that was a good comment.
Now, Nick's a good guy and he's fun.
Nick
But,
is a lot of fun. He says the N-word a little too much, and that's coming from me. Like, but listen, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying I've been where you're at. I get it.
I mean,
You're
what
gonna
are you
have to lay
talking
off at
about,
some
Jody?
point.
That's John's favorite word when he's driving.
No, when John's driving, when he gets cut off.
Yeah, we've
That,
established it's a
that's
traffic
just-
word.
That's a joke. So again, you guys don't understand. This is the problem with the younger crowd. They don't get subtlety. They don't get humor. They don't get sarcasm.
Nuance, John.
Yeah,
Use the
nuance.
word.
They don't get it. In other words, they were talking, and Dave says, "What?" Because I knew what he was trying to say. You know, using they as a singular form, and he says, "What do you call someone when you get cut off in traffic?" And I said, "I can't use that word." Joe Rogan got in trouble for saying it as a joke, and now they think that every time somebody cuts me off, I call them Nutella.
Yeah,
Or
Nutella.
dark,
That's your
sweet.
word.
Yeah, Nutella, dark, sweet, and delicious.
Hey,
Yeah,
do y'all
I mean-
do you still mess with the kid that worked at Chick-fil-A, Dave?
Yeah.
No,
He
he's
used,
dead
he
to
used to
us.
be in your seat,
He's-
actually,
He's
Randall.
certainly not dead to me. We've not yet had the 6-hour conversation about the new
Okay.
Batman movie, but
Oh yeah, I bet you
it's
can't
coming.
wait for that.
Yeah, that episode
I
never
might have
came
been
out.
stalling on having that conversation because it's going to be kind of one.
So, did you like the new Batman, Dave? Did you like it?
Yeah,
I
no,
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it was good. I'm still not sold, with Robert Pattinson
Yeah.
being Batman, but the movie was good. Definitely
I
worth
mean,
Is he
seeing.
I haven't
serviceable though? Is he serviceable?
Oh yeah, Catwoman was great.
It's about to
It's
say,
very
I haven't
long.
seen
So-
it yet.
3
Zoe
hours
Kravitz.
is a long time to go watch.
Yeah,
a
that
movie
is a long
for
fucking
me.
movie.
Yeah,
What, I
You'll
mean,
lose me.
wasn't Avengers Endgame like super long too?
They all are. They're all 3-hour movies. Star Wars is fucking 2.5, 2:45.
Well,
Some
new
shit like
Star
that.
Wars just sucks.
That's true, but you still spend the money and you go watch a 3-hour movie. It's like I fall
No,
asleep
I
after
watch it all
45
legally.
minutes. That's true.
See, Uncle Randy will go see.
you're part of the
Batman.
reason why the movies have got objectively worse. Devin,
Yeah, Devin, you've got
How
the
am
knee
I a
on the
part
neck.
of the problem?
keep up the bad work. How are you part of the problem?
Yes,
Let me
Stealing
think.
it.
Let me think.
it's not stealing.
You're a pirate of the Caribbean.
Arr.
Johnny Depp.
If you want your movies to be better, then pay for them.
No,
Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Right? There you go.
the new
Well, they'll
Matrix was fucking garbage, and
they'll
I
just get
paid to
worse
go
and
see
worse.
that.
It
My
was fun.
problem
It
with
wasn't
Hollywood is
garbage.
why are we rebooting everything? We
It-
can't make new movies. I mean, why do we have to have the new Matrix? Why couldn't it be? I
Yeah.
can understand saying,
Well,
you know,
I mean, the Wachowski, whatever they are, sisters, tried
Twins is the word. Dave.
twins. That's the easiest one. I almost tripped myself up then.
Yeah.
Hey, so
They
I was-
tried with a whole bunch of new franchises, and they were all even worse. So they,
can
one of them
can
went
we
back.
talk
Went back
about
to the
anything
It
in
wasn't the
after
worst
show?
thing ever, Devin. That's the problem. Like everyone's got
Yes.
it's
Yes,
the
Randall,
best thing ever, or it's the worst thing ever. It's
never
like
get Dave to
no,
shut up.
it can be in between.
He's
Never
on
get
one.
me to shut up, John. Let's look at
He's
how
on
many-
one.
Oh,
Let him
well,
fucking go.
Randall
It's
was
fine.
trying to
My-
talk.
No,
my word
it's
count
fine. I'm
versus
just
your
wondering
word
if
count.
this is a trust tree area where we
No,
can
no,
like,
Trust-
you
yeah, you got to pay
No,
money
you
to
can
hear
say
this.
whatever you
Randall.
want.
Okay,
You got to pay
so-
money or sit through an hour of this on YouTube before you hear this. So
Well, I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on this. So, have y'all been keeping up with the Chris Brown shit? You know, he got accused of rape by the chick,
Again?
Again?
and then he released the text messages from her that just were flat out savagery, where she was like, "I love the dick, I just wanted the dick again." Because we all were talking about, the rapage.
Yeah, okay,
earlier and
wait.
stuff.
So that's kind of similar to a story that we covered on the podcast before that What was that sport, Dave?
Rugby.
Rugby
Yeah.
league, I believe, or rugby union. I
Where
can't
the
remember which
player
one, but
was
yeah.
accused of rape, basically, but the texts say otherwise.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that
the
was
difference
what-
between
yeah.
rape and regret.
She was drunk and high on cocaine. So, you know,
Yeah. I mean, that's
what do you
just
do? If you're smart, you don't fuck someone that's completely fucked up. But
Right.
if you do fuck them, it doesn't mean necessarily that you're committing a crime.
sure. Especially
And-
if you're fucked up too. If you're both together
True.
fucked up and you
Well, that's
chose to
right.
be fucked up together, then
I mean, didn't he like anally destroy her?
Yeah,
Little
she
bit.
woke up she woke up the next day not remembering anything in a puddle of shit and piss and blood.
hell, that's
Yeah,
happened
well,
to Uncle
yeah.
Randy before, son.
It was black on white crime.
No, it happened to
I'm not
Uncle
saying-
Randy when me and Brooke were dating. Hell, Uncle Randy got a little tipsy, son. Told her to put an old finger in his ass, and she did it. Son. And I
Whoa!
woke up the next morning, my rear end was hurting, my can was sore. And I
Yeah.
said, "Did you do that?" And she said, "Yeah, you begged me to." There you go, son.
Begged
Uncle Randy
me.
Had it happen. Begged her.
Begged
Okay,
me.
so
Brooke,
Uncle
listen,
Randy
we've been
has
together this
had-
long, Brooke. Please, I'm asking you. I know you don't want to, and I may not have wiped it off. I'll go
All
spray
right,
it.
wait, Jody.
Yes.
So if Uncle Randy basically begged to have a finger get put in his ass, it's not gay.
Please.
A
Please
finger in the
put
ass
your
isn't
finger in
gay,
my
son.
ass,
Hell,
Brooke.
people go out and get their prostates milked all the time, God.
Well, I
hate
understand that, but you know, you tell stories and people are just like, "Oh, so you must be one of those queers."
Well, that's where you learn, Devin. As you get these wins, you're going to be like, you know what? Hey, go fuck yourself. I fuck pussy left and right. And hell, if I like a finger in my ass, guess what? I'm going to ask for it.
I think
Yeah,
Devin
and then-
will fuck dudes if the offer strikes. Like Devin's down
yes.
for whatever.
Bisexual,
Devin's down with the
then-
clown.
I am bisexual, yes.
Hell, there's nothing wrong with that, son. Uncle
Well,
Randy
yeah.
loves all of it.
I
Devin's
gotta
down
say,
with the get
whatever.
down.
As
My
long,
whole point is
just
just
as
to
long
say
as you
I've
don't
woken
get
up with the-
fucked.
I've woke up
Okay,
with the
everyone talking at the same
regretful
time.
butthole too, so I get it. But that's not rape, sons.
All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open up the phone lines. The number is 609-316-6699.
Just get the ticker rolling,
Oh.
John.
None of these
I just-
assholes can afford cell phones.
Stop telling me how to podcast, loser. I've done more podcasts than you'll ever do. Don't tell me what to do. I know what to do. I told it as I was going for the banner.
This
you can't
is-
even come up
This
with
is
a
the
fucking
most
intro every
successful
week.
show that you've been on. in a
You
long time.
haven't even. You can't even come up with
See,
an
look,
intro. You
see,
tell
this
me
is
what to
exactly
do?
what I'm
Shut
talking
the
about.
fuck up when I'm talking.
No, I'm not going to, because I am so
Jesus
sick and
Christ.
tired of you
How
trying to
dare-
scream
how
over
Dare
everyone.
you? How dare you sit here and tell me what to do? You couldn't do my job with two hands up your ass.
I'm
and a
sorry that
bottle in
I've
your mouth.
actually been putting comments up this entire time. What have you been doing?
Oh my God! I
Sitting
clicked
there
a
with a
button.
thumb up your
I
ass?
we
clicked
actually-
a button.
Hey, we didn't
I
put
was
up any
putting the
stories
comments
this
up.
time.
What are you talking about?
I was doing the
Yeah,
same
I'm
thing,
confused.
Dave.
No. Well,
Yes,
okay. Well,
Dave.
you don't listen. You don't. Okay, Devin. You don't listen to conversations then, because you fucked up last week, and then we
Oh
agreed
yeah, I
that
did,
You
I
barely
take
talked
over.
and
last
I
week.
admitted to that.
Yeah, Colin made a very funny comment. Might have been the funniest comment of the night, but Devin missed it. Very sad.
What do you think? You're a big bad man because you can sit there and tell me when I'm doing something like I'm. you don't even know it.
I
You
just
can't
said
even
one
I don't know
thing.
what's going on.
Contemplate what I'm
John,
doing over here.
John,
you have
I
no
said-
idea.
I said one fucking sentence, and it
Yeah.
sent you over the fucking hill.
That's right. Don't
need
sit
anger
here
management.
and tell me
You need
How
anger
to
management.
run a show until you can run a show. That's
Does it
all.
does it make you feel good to just scream at somebody?
Don't cry or anything. I'm just telling you.
No,
the
nobody's crying, John.
fact. Okay.
I'm just asking you. Does it make you
okay.
feel like
That was
bigger
a-
or something?
That was a
I'm-
swing and a
You,
miss.
you
from John.
physically are bigger.
I'm not going to sit here and let you sit there and try to be big man.
All
on
I
stage and tell me
said-
how to fucking podcast.
All I said
You
was
don't know
put up the
dick
ticker.
or bubble
That's
gum.
it. All I said was put up the ticker, and you lost your fucking mind.
No, it's the way you said it. Don't sit here and
Do
try
you
to
need
back
more
out of it.
calories
It's the
or
way you
something?
said it. You're a little sarcastic. You're a little bit on the sarcastic side there, young man.
I'm
You-
always sarcastic,
Until you
John.
can-
true.
Until you can run with the big dogs, stay on the fucking porch.
I am always sarcastic.
He is always sarcastic, John.
All right. Right
He's
now,
kind of a cunt. That's the thing. Like
Yeah,
that's Devin's
I
thing.
am.
He's a
I
cunt.
am
Calm
a
down.
cunt.
calm down. I'm fucking with you. Just relax.
That's why. That's why I thought it was. I thought it was funny when everyone.
Tell
was
me I
like,
don't know
"Oh,
how to.
That was fun.
Tell me I don't know how to
That
What do we
was
call that? Kayfabe? What's
Kayfabe.
kayfabe? Don't tell me I don't know how to kayfabe.
That was even
Well,
better. I
sometimes you
like
do,
that.
and
I was
sometimes you don't.
exhilarated for
That
a
was
moment.
great.
It's a mixed bag.
Hmm.
All right, phone lines are open if you want to jump in and fun. What do you think, Uncle Randy? Do I still got it?
Still got it, John. You can still get as angry as a fucking grizzly bear.
It takes nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
good.
what Devin will do. Devin will clip this thing and send it into
Who are
these
these
podcasts.
podcasts?
I see the Philly Fanatics going off on one of the Rubberneckers again.
Yeah. But this time he totally deserved it because he was being a faggot.
I've heard that so many times though that I could go to sleep now during that because years of coming
Yeah,
up
me
in
too.
the
I think
ranks
it's
when
funny.
we came up. Yeah, it's good. Dude, I mean, in all seriousness though, don't you kind of sometimes miss the early days? I know we sound like we're old, but like 3 years ago, God, dude.
Yeah, it was
so
fun. It was fun. And to me, it was what podcasting is all about. And like I said, so when I'm not going to lie, when I'm sitting here and it was the way that Devin said something, it did kind of make me, I was like, what is this about? So I kind of did go off a little bit, but then I just ramped it up for the show.
I cannot really say anything. I know the way I come off a lot of the times when I say sentences,
What is this? How come I thought
it's sarcastic. And I
Why'd you
hate
forget
the
to
fact
record,
that I
John?
talk mostly in like a monotone voice. So I don't think that helps. But I'm not going to apologize for being like, yeah, you should just put up the ticker, John.
all right?
I don't even know what you were talking about. What was the ticker for?
I don't even remember.
At the bottom of the screen that
Phone number.
has our voicemail line.
Someone tell me if they can call in on the chat because I don't know. I think I have it where you can call in, but I don't know. If you can't call in, let me know.
Yeah, John. If you want people to call in, put up the fucking number. What are you, stupid? You retard?
apparently
You
I'm-
fucking.
apparently
Yeah, I didn't even say it like that. Jesus.
You tell me.
Yeah.
It's too funny.
Hey, by the way, Jody B. So, how much of a hero is Bryce down there in your hometown?
He's a pretty big deal, I guess.
Dude,
I've been by his gym. Bryce Mitchell, Thug
Yeah.
Nasty, the MMA fighter guy.
Just smoked Edson Barbosa, son. Made him his bitch.
He's a bad man.
Mhm.
He does the jujitsu. He's very good
He
at
does.
it, and he fucks people up.
Wasn't there like a recent MMA guy that just got sent to prison for shooting the wrong dude?
Well, he
There's been a
ended up
couple
going to
recently.
prison. He's in the process of going through our legal system, and I'm hoping that he gets cut a break.
So the whole story is that he was trying to go for the dude that was like molesting one of his family members, right?
Cain
Correct.
Velasquez. Yeah.
Yeah, former heavyweight UFC champion and WWE superstar Cain Velasquez.
And
And it was
I
his
wouldn't
daughter. It was his daughter, and a guy had been molesting her for like 10 months straight.
I don't want to say that he shot the wrong guy because
I think he shot the right guy, to be honest with you. Go on.
both of them had to the other dude had to know about this going on.
Yeah.
Sure. Agreed. I was with Joe Rogan. I wish he would have just beat him to death. Just pulled him out of the
Yeah.
truck and beat him to death. That'd have been great.
I saw him almost kill Bigfoot Silva. Like it was
Yes,
one
he
of the
did.
first
You're
times I
right.
saw Cain Velasquez really unleash on somebody. And by the end of that fight, he was covered in Bigfoot Silva's blood like a fucking maniac, and he was just beating the fuck out of him. So yeah, I know he's quite capable of that. But also, like in the moment, the 100 times, it's a lot of molesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
it's
a
Little
lot.
girls, man. Like they
I
bring
don't
a different
I don't
kind of
think he
animal out of
can-
you.
I don't think he can be found in I think he can get off on insanity. Like I don't think you can be held accountable. As a dad, I'm not a
No,
judge. so
you
we'll
would
see.
have to lose your fucking mind.
But that's
I
the
don't
whole
think he
point.
can
Like the
as well.
guy had been convicted and released on bail. That was the whole shit.
Yes. He should have been
And
out. Yeah.
No.
They just happened to cross paths. Like, what are the chances? That was the moment. Most dads and people like that, when they get into those cases where somebody was fucking their daughters unwillfully, they like to have the judge. Can I get 5 minutes alone? Cain Velasquez
Yes,
got
yes.
his 5 minutes.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
did
Didn't
you
even have to
ever
ask
see
for it.
that?
Oh, hang on.
Would you murder somebody over your daughter's cunt?
Absolutely. Hang up.
Okay.
It's working.
It's working. That we know.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
good.
you guys have ever seen that footage of a father that like randomly walked up on the dude that was molesting his kid, and he just like shot him right in the head?
Yeah, that was in the
there's a
80s.
famous-
That guy's a
Yeah.
hero. He shot him point blank in the temple.
Yeah,
Sitting
that
there at the
was-
payphone, yeah.
Dropped the gun. Put
And
his hand-
he didn't go to jail.
There's
Or
a
he wasn't-
local one
he-
here
yeah, he was-
from a couple years ago. Same thing. Like he caught his guy fucking his kid in a barn, and he beat I don't know if he beat him to death, nearly to death, one or the other, but like he called the cops and was just like, "Hey, by the way, I'm here. He's over there. I'll see you when you get here."
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
wild,
mean,
man.
I just don't know, man. I mean, if you're any parent, I think you couldn't control whether
No.
boy, girl, kid, or whatever. Somebody's fucking your
you'd
kid and
lose
they're
your
a
shit.
kid, you'd kill him, or I would. And it would
Yeah.
be. And Kane, it just sucks because he's, the public part of it, but I think he'll end up getting off.
I think he got off easy, to be honest with you, because the guy didn't die. He just got shot, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I know he didn't die. He was
He
just
didn't
No,
die.
he's
He
just
got
injured.
hit, though. Yeah, shot through and
But
through.
where he's fucked up is he's in California, which is the most fucking
Fucked
yeah.
up state.
worst state next to Michigan, up there with Stretch and Gretchen,
Yeah.
which is glorious to hear. I did not know that. That is,
Yeah. I think they
That's
were
true.
raising money for his lawyers and stuff. I'm on his side. I'm like, I get it, man. Yeah, it just sucks that he shot the wrong guy. I wish he would have actually shot the pedophile, because that is the big problem.
Dude,
Is he didn't shoot the right guy.
Boomer Bob just had the great question because I talked with Gary about it on our episode. Juicy Smouye. How
Oh,
about him getting
John.
out of
Juicy
jail?
fruit.
John, we
Juicy got
opened the
out of
last
jail.
episode with that shit. Less
Yes,
than a week.
6 days.
He's been convicted and now out of jail.
That's fucking ridiculous. What a pussy, sons.
well, it's the epitome of drama queen.
I mean, how do you fake a hate crime that
Well,
I don't
poorly?
know.
With rope.
Real poorly.
It's been entertaining. I mean,
It is entertaining. Dave is correct. It's fucking.
But here's my
Yeah,
question.
and him in the courtroom being like, "I'm not gonna kill myself."
I know. So
I mean, does he? But seriously, does he deserve jail time? Hang on, let's see.
100%.
He does.
100%.
yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
know.
'cause
I'm going to take this call. It might be a quickie.
I wouldn't say.
Hello?
jail time. I'd say a fine. Yep, there we go.
What the hell?
Yeah, we have he used to be he used to call the voicemail and leave these crazy things where he would say, "I want to finger John Domingo's butthole."
Oh shit. Hey
Hold on.
guys.
Now, I'm actually with Dave. If he would have come clean in his trial and been like, you know what, I fucked up.
Yeah.
I went a little far and
I
I've been
just
dug
wanted
in.
attention.
Then I would have
Yeah.
a fine would have been fine. But the way he's so steadfastly dug into his lie and that has been
Mm.
easily proven that he lied, and he sticks with it, you got to go do a little time, maybe get fingered or something. He's fine with it. He's a gay man. He'd like it.
I
It's
mean,
like watching those soccer players fall out on a field when they
I
get
mean, Dave,
barely
hasn't
tapped.
one of your questions in a previous episode been like, how long have you kept up with the lie?
Yes.
Yeah.
And John wouldn't confess. He's trying to get a
I know.
confession.
I just said
Trying
that.
to get a deathbed confession from John.
First of all, why do you lie? I mean, I said so much on here.
What?
You don't have to lie. What I said was that that's a topic that I really don't want to discuss on how long I would take and how long. What was the biggest lie and the longest lie I've ever told? I don't really feel comfortable.
He's got some in
discussing
play right now,
Although-
Dave. Stop trying to blow his fucking
that.
cover.
Although I do feel that I share enough of my life on this show that I can get a pass on a topic or two. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Hey, I share all of my life on this show. My wife just sent me a text message that said that if I want to fuck, I better come on. So hey, I love you guys. It's been a pleasure to get to hang
I
out.
see how it fucking is.
Listen, it's been a couple days. I need to go smash some poon. So I
Hang
love
on.
you. Sorry.
Afterward, yell Rubberneckers.
Hey, Jody,
Rubberneckers!
thanks for inviting me, brother. I really
Yeah,
did
buddy.
have a great time. I'm gonna run too. I'm gonna try to smash before the wifey goes to bed.
Okay, bless her
Dave,
heart.
love you, man. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Devin, champion, John, you know I love you, brother.
I'll be back. All right.
All right, we'll see y'all.
All
I'm gonna
right.
stop. Hold on. I'm gonna stop my recording. 3,
Yes.
2, 1, and stop.
All right, I'm stopping mine. Who do I need to have Brooke send this?
Email it to
So-
me.
Okay.
Have Brooke email to me.
Okay.
Tell her I
Will
miss
do.
her.
We'll do it, brother. See you.
He did that. I didn't.
Yeah, my recording
doesn't
failed,
matter.
by the way.
Wait a little while before you turn yourself off because of the delay. Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Audacity failed, by the way, John.
Oh, you are such an
Yeah,
asshole.
John. If you want people,
Yeah, why don't you tell me how to podcast
them,
some more, loser?
I have not told you how to podcast.
see, that's
Fucking
what it is. That
asshole.
was real, but it had a little extra stank on it. That's why I
Yeah,
like
it was real. It was a shot across the bow.
It felt good though. That was like a sparring session. Like you
Yeah,
weren't really trying to
Just
hurt his
a little
feelings.
a little hot sauce on it for my half Mexican friend over there. So you know he knew where
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
so,
coming from.
I didn't even expect to start yelling.
The thing about Devin is that we always do that. We can yell and scream at each other or talk about each other on other shows, and then when we get together and
No,
talk,
and we never bother each other.
Hey, I've got your thing. Is it Jamingo? Is that the same thing?
now it's John. Yeah, send it Don. I don't want to tell you what my
Send it
I
to
have
me.
a persona now.
Yeah,
a lot of
let's
people
do
don't
it.
know my real name now.
Sorry. Send it to me. Text me. And I'll send it to you.
All right.
I'm sorry, Patriot Nick, but Bob is no longer allowed on Rubberneckers. He put it in his resignation letter, so he's no longer allowed.
Okay.
Is that true? I don't know. That.
I'm just making up rules at this
Oh, okay.
point.
All right, just wondering.
We won't say what John's last name is, but it rhymes with a certain sexual act. Kind of.
Yeah, it's real and it's spectacular. All right. Well, I don't know. I think we've done our half hour after the show. What do you say we kick it in and that's it? I had fun. This was a great idea. I like bringing a guest on once a month, and Uncle Randy. You know, we've had podcast wars and stuff like that for a long time. So
listen, I don't know who you think you are, but you don't make up the rules. I do. Bob is not allowed to be on Rubberneckers.
I'm not going to take this call because it's the same asshole going to sit here and just scream into the phone. So,
okay, thanks.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging in there. We really appreciate it. And I love the chat rules. Although I am learning not to talk about it. Talk about the chat unless we bring it up. But it's been a lot of fun. Love that you guys hang out. Let's see.
Yeah, at least Randy talks.
Hold on. Hey, if you're not going to say something, he hung up that. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for hanging out.